Spring is almost here. But until it arrives, what are we to do with this restlessness? I want nothing more than to get outside and get my hands in the dirt, but it is still too early to plant the garden. When the days get warmer and the brown countryside takes on the familiar green haze, I get the urge to explore. It's been this way since I was a child. I remember traipsing through field and forest with a friend, collecting ferns, trilliums, and forsythia, and anything else we could find from an abandoned homestead or our mother's gardens. When we got back to the house, we found small vases, arranged our spring treasures into them, and set them throughout the house. It was the best way to celebrate spring's arrival, and it is still a ritual I make time for. This week I went out into our woods and down the hill to the stream at the bottom. The first signs of life can usually be found there. Delicate woodland flowers, leafy saplings, and best of all, green moss. I even found a hungry chipmunk's den. I wanted to find a few things from nature to bring inside to mark the change of seasons. To me, brown and green is the aesthetic of March. Sure, lavender, pink, and yellow have their place, but if we are to take our cues from nature, well, brown and green it is. One day this week I woke up with the desire to clear out all of the old winter decor, yeah, it's still up, and welcome spring with open arms. But when I looked out the window, all I could see was brown. Until I'm able to walk out in the garden and help myself to some flowers, I'll need to get a little more creative. I moved over 700 miles last year, and somewhere in the process got rid of, or forgot to pack, the few spring decorations I had. I didn't want to spend a lot on spring decor, but actually I love the creativity that a changing season inspires. So I shopped my house for every round basket I owned and swapped a few decor items around, and voila, brown and green spring mantle. I had a roll of craft paper that I had purchased for a Christmas scroll that never happened. So I thought a springish one might be a good idea. I made it printable on Canva with some freed bird clip art I had found, traced the outline onto the craft paper, and then filled it in with permanent marker. I had to put a dish towel underneath the craft paper so that the pen would make an indentation that I could trace. And that's how it's done, without a Cricut machine, folks. I probably should just break down and buy the machine. Now that it's up on the wall, I think I should have trimmed down the sides for a narrower scroll, but who has time for that? I present to you more brown and green. The daffodils have been blooming for weeks now, so I collected a few on my walk this morning to bring a little cheer to all this neutral in our house. I like to add a few of the green daffodil leaves to make it look more natural. I really wish I had an old bird's nest and some bright blue eggs to add, but for now, this is at least an upgrade from that fire hazard of a Christmas wreath that was still hanging here. If nothing else, getting outside is a good way to boost your mood. So whether or not you bring some of the outdoors in with you, why not go exploring today? You never know what you might find. March is still winter here in Ohio, and it's a little early to pack away our wool sweaters and boots. In fact, it's snowing today. I confess I've been itching for spring the last while. It usually starts with the first seeds I plant, and then the daffodils start poking up, and it's all over by the time the forsythias bloom. I know we'll have a few more snow showers, but by now I'm just ready for spring. I love all the seasons, but what I love most of all is the changing of one season into another. I think a changing season is also the perfect excuse to show a little of that same transition indoors. No one taught me this better than my friend Georgie. She had a beautiful old stone house that seemed to shift almost magically with the seasons. Maybe it was the rabbits that came out at Easter, a flag on the front door for Flag Day in June, or the perfect little pumpkin on a tiny cake plate in October. This season, in my impatience for spring, I've been bringing in branches of leaves and patches of moss from the woods. As soon as the daffodils bloom, I'll make a bouquet with those as well. I made a grapevine wreath from grapevines I found in the woods the other day, and now I'm on the hunt for an old nest for it. The seasons aren't the only thing shifting. My life has shifted so much in the last year as well. It's been really good. It's been stretching, and it's been rough in a few places if I'm really honest. But I think no matter how hard or tedious change can be, it can help me grow as a person. It has helped me grow. I love this quote by Marissa Mayer. She says, "I always did something I was a little not ready to do. I think that's how you grow." We get stagnant when we just stay in our comfort zones. Trying something new like watercolor, piano, or weightlifting might be just what we need to inspire creativity and courage in another area. I'm pretty sure my back would thank me if I just bit the bullet and started lifting weights. It would really make sense with all that garden work right around the corner. What are the changes that you're inspired to make in your personal life or in your garden this spring? Tell us, or maybe tell a friend, and see what new inspiration comes to you.